Isn't it so much better when my glasses aren't fogged up? Got the Michael Jackson glove on. What's up, guys, and welcome back. Thank you guys for all my recent subs and everybody that's liked my video and watched my last couple of videos. And today's video, man, that's a lot of videos, I'm saying. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about my favorite budget tier AK chest rig. That being the Type 95 chest rig. So the Type 95 chest rig was originally made for the QBZ-95, which was a bull pump type AK, say an AK very loosely. And obviously it draws a lot of inspirations from its grandfather, the Type 56, that was made famous in the Vietnam War, that seen use by the Vietnamese, the MACV-SOG, and then also later in the 80s by the Soviet Union and a lot of Afghan fighters, Afghanistan terrorists, whatever. You get the idea. And then everybody and their grandmother has used a Type 56 for fucking around in the woods or playing airsoft. So this being a little bit of an upgrade from that chest rig, I kind of wanted to talk about it and my thoughts and opinions on it. So I'll show you guys one of these. So this is the Type 56. And if you see here, it has these wooden dowels that keep your mag pouch pocket lids shut. And then you have 3 cells for your mags, which you can soak these in water because they are canvas. You can soak these in water and then you can stick 2 mags in here, and then it'll fit the material to your mags, where you can use these for 6 instead of 3, so that'd be 2 for each cell. And then you have these 2 pockets on the side, on each side, so you got 4 extra pockets, which these pockets are more or less useless. A lot of people just cut these off and sew molly on here. But like I was saying, it has these wooden dowels, and then you have just these regular straps that usually don't come with a buckle. However, I've modified mine. And these chest rigs will run you, these Type 56s will run you like 25 bucks, 20, 30 bucks. Okay. So this is the Type 95 chest rig. And as you can see, it has 5 cells for mags and then 2 pockets on either end. And these can fit your standard capacity 223, 556, 762 by 39 or 545 mags. And all the mags in this video are pinned at 20 rounds. For the YouTube guy who's watching this, you're a cool guy. Please like my stuff, YouTube guy. All right, Mr. Fed Boy. And another upgrade off the rip for this thing is you have Velcro for the pockets instead of the wood dowels. So you can quickly get into your mag pouches. And then they also come off rip with buckles if you're buying the right ones. And I think that this being this chest rig cost me 50 bucks. So you got to think an upgraded Chicom, after you get somebody else to do it, unless you do it yourself, which would probably be a good idea because it'd be very cheap. If you get one of the Type 56 chest rigs that have been modified, you're probably looking at, I don't know, 80 to 100 bucks. Or you can go with the Helicon, their Chicom chest rig, the Helicon Tex chest rig, and I think they're 80 to 100. And then Parachuter Gears, or Wetworks now, has chest rigs for 120. They're Type 56 or Type 91 or 81s, excuse me. They're like 100, 120, depending on which one you get. And then what's after that? You got the Pattern 84 from Commando Store, which is like 250, which is crazy money. Or you could get a used Pattern 84 for like 120. But this being 50, I think it's a very good budget option, and it already has some of the upgrades that you would more or less do to the Type 56 chest rig, like adding the Velcro and the buckles, and you're only paying an extra 25 for it. And you have extra mag capacity in storage that isn't useless. missing all my shots there. Ah, fumbled. So you have your 4 mag pouches here, and this is not a canvas material, so you can't wet this, or you can't soak this and stretch it to fit another mag in each cell, which kind of sucks. So you're limited to the 4, 1 in each pouch here. And then this pouch was originally a radio pouch, and you can fit 2 7.62 by 39 or 5.45 or 223 5.56 mags in here, which currently I just have it as a pouch from my medical pull-out right here. And then this small pouch is more or less useless. I would not even really stick anything in here. I mean, you might be able to stick a small pack of Skittles or something, I guess. There's not really a whole lot of fucking uses for this thing. And then these pockets, I just have a small Bayo thing and then some gloves. I also just have a tourniquet up here with some shock cord and like a little hook and loop thingamabobber. I don't know what this is called. Just holding down my tourniquet on that strap. So another caveat whenever you go to buy these is you have to worry about reproductions, because just leave it to the Chinese to copy everything. Here's an example of a reproduction. And right off rip, you can tell that the camo pattern is off completely, like it's darker almost. And the materials are far lesser quality than the other one. And it's also using recycled materials for the insides of the pockets, and they're not rubberized. These pockets, the pockets on this one are rubberized. And it won't come with buckles either. Another tell for these is they won't have any military markings on the back, like the standard Type 95 chest rig. Another telltale sign is the Velcro is completely different. Like this is more like a vertical. And then the Velcro on the fake is horizontal. Completely different. And whatever material that they used for the reproduction just stinks. Like it smells like some smelly plastic. I don't know how to describe it. And I threw the thing in the washing machine to try and get rid of the smell, and it fell apart. And then I realized, man, this thing, this might be a reproduction. It might not be as good a quality as the other ones. So I just wanted to forewarn anybody that's buying one of these chest rigs that there's a lot of reproductions out there. There's also a lot of reproductions of the Type 56 and the Type 81 that I would steer clear of, because the build quality is just not there. They're shit. They'll fall apart. So the only place that you can find this chest rig is on eBay or Etsy. And the problem with that is a lot of the sellers are using the genuine Type 95 chest rig pictures in their descriptions for the reproductions. So it's kind of a mixed bag of what you're getting. So that is one thing that you have to watch out for. So be cautious of fakes. So that was my review of my current favorite chest rig, the Type 95, a budget chest rig that I think a lot of people forget about or didn't even know in the first place, that I think should be for consideration as a chest rig that you use. If you stayed till the end, I appreciate you. Please consider subbing, liking, commenting, as it helps the algorithm find little dudes like me who are just starting out. Thank you, everyone. Combloctism out.